any developer will tell you that coding is very challenging, and in fact it is for beginners, right? Because there are a lot of things, there is a limitless possibilities for a developer to start with. There are a lot of things that you can do as a developer, but where to start is very challenging, and it is very haunting for a new developers or a freshers or a junior developers, because there are a lot of developers and a lot of creative peoples who work on new projects and new ideas every day and share online, so we can get a chance to know those ideas and to see what are the people working on. This may lead to stress for junior developers and freshers who are just starting their journey. And in a one sense that is right also, because you see a lot of good work and feel that okay, you are not good enough to do all those things, but nothing to worry about, you can achieve those goals what you have in your mind. Okay, so as a junior developer or a fresher, when you're starting in your development journey, the main thing important for you is to start small and then achieve big. Okay, this is a key point. So when I started my journey, I was always haunted. I was always thinking, will I be able to do this or not? But later with the baby steps, I was able to do it. I started small and I grabbed the opportunities and I grabbed the understanding of the technologies and the computer science, and I was able to achieve it. So if I can do this, you can also do this. So let's see a few of the different project ideas that will help you to get started in your journey. Now the first one is the calculator. So every developer who are starting their journey should start creating a calculator itself in any of the language, either with the GUI component or with just the console. Why to start with the calculator? Because if you see, calculator is a very simple thing, right? Very simple thing to understand. You just take some inputs and you do calculations on it. But how internally it works, how logically it works, you can achieve through it, and you will get an idea how logical inputs or how logical operations you should do for any applications. So this will help you a lot when you are starting with the calculator. So if you are working with the GUI as well, then you can create a good graphical user interface for your calculator and you can add all the logical operations to it. And if you feel it's good enough and it's working fine, then you can always go ahead and enhance your calculator. You can also implement scientific calculator and you can add all those functions as well. So this is how you will get much more understanding about the logical operations and all the logics you will be able to handle. The next thing you can do is redesign a existing website. So when we are starting our career, we see a lot of websites, right? And we always wonder how this was made and how we can achieve this. So it's very difficult and it's very daunting to create a new website from scratch itself. So what you can do is just take an existing website, whatever you feel it's good enough for you to get started, then understand those components, understand the different layouts and all those things in that website and try to create by your own. I'm not saying to copy that, but you can take the inspiration from it and you can try to create your own. So when I was in college, I saw a lot of image sliders and image slideshows available. So I was always wondering how this was made. So I used to take the inspiration from it and I used to create those sliders, which helped me a lot in my career. So if you go through the internet, you will get a few of the templates also. So you can get started with the templates itself and you can build your websites also. So this is also you can do for creating a website. This will give you a good understanding of the web components and the HTML, CSS, JavaScript if you are interested into that stuff as well. The next stuff is the to-do list. So this is a staple application throughout the industry. Wherever you go, you will see a lot of developers and a lot of creators will be encouraging you to create a to-do list, because it's a really good way to understand every aspects of the application. You will be able to understand how the user interface works, how you should take the input from the user, what are the different events that you can trigger and maintain in the application, how you will be able to store the data, fetch the data, and different operations related to database also you can achieve through it. And there are a lot of enhancements you can do in a to-do list. You can see there are a lot of variants available for a to-do list. You can take the inspiration out of it and you can build your own to-do list. So this would be a great application to showcase your work. Now once you get familiar with the small application, you can create your own game itself. So there are a lot of people, a lot of developers, you can see that they'll be creating their own game. I'm not saying a huge game, just try with the small games like tic-tac-toe, snake game, chess game, then rock paper scissors. These are the very small games that will help you to understand the GUIs, the different components that you can use to interact with the user, and you can do a lot of things while creating those games. If you take the example of a tic-tac-toe, that's a very simple game, right? So if you see the user interface for the tic-tac-toe game, it is a very simple user interface. So behind the user interface, there are a lot of logical inputs and logical operations that you have to perform for maintaining and scoring the game itself. So this is a very good game to showcase your work as well. Then you can also work on the snake game. So this is a very classic game that you can create for using JavaScript or HTML, or you can use any of the console also. In the console also you can create a snake game, right? So you can always go ahead and create the snake game. Then you can also create a chess game or rock paper scissors game. This will give you a very good understanding of the different components that you can work with in the UI itself, or if you want you can create in the console itself. It's nothing like that you have to create a UI only. So there are a lot of things that go inside this particular games, right? So if you're working with a chess game, you have to understand how chess game works, and accordingly you will be creating the different components of it. So what you can do is you can create the computer player itself. You can create a random function and you can do the random inputs and do the random operations, random steps for the chess game or the rock paper scissors game, and you will get more understanding of how you should do logical operations, how you should achieve a good code, how coding standards should be maintained. All those things you will get to know while you are working in these small projects. So the next one you can do is to design and build your own website. So earlier I show you that you can create an existing website and you can try to mimic that website and try to recreate those websites, but you are confident enough for the web technologies, you know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, then you can design your own website and you can try to achieve that design in your web application. So this will give you a good understanding of how all the components work together and you can create the application itself. So there will be a lot of complexities involved while creating the websites, about the layouts, about the CSS, about how the different components should interact. All those information you will get while you're working with the website which you have designed by yourself. So this is a really good portfolio item that you can showcase your work with. So the next one you can do is web scraping. If you are interested into that kind of work, to scrape the data, to analyze the reports, to create the reports from the data that you have scraped from the web, all those things you can achieve using the Python language. That's a very good language to do this kind of work. So there are a lot of boards like Instagram board, Twitter board that are built according to this concept only. So you can go ahead and try to learn web scraping and try to create similar kind of things, take the inspiration from them as well. So these are really good things that you can do with it. The next thing that you can create is to design your own portfolio, build your own portfolio. So the portfolio comes a long way. All the artists will be having their own portfolios. All the graphic designer, UX designer will be having their own portfolios, right? And developers are no exception, because developing a code, writing a code is itself in an art. So we should showcase our work, what we have worked on, and different projects, different applications that we have worked on. And you can also create your own resume using it. So I've seen a lot of developers that have created their own portfolios, their own resumes as a website, and they showcase their work. So this type of small efforts towards your career will help you a lot in a long way. So these are the few project ideas that you could try out. Now go ahead and put all your knowledge and create awesome projects and showcase those projects. And if you have created any of the projects, then let me know in the comment section below itself. Now this will help you a lot, because sometimes we assume that we have gained the technical knowledge and we know all those stuffs, but when we try to implement that, we will get an idea like we are not able to achieve that, or we should learn more about it. And when you are trying to implement all those things, it will expand your skill set and technical knowledge also. So I encourage you to start with the small projects and showcase those projects to your potential employers. So that's been it in this video. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for the upcoming videos. Till then, happy coding. See ya.